Oh, jeez. Yo, yo. Uh-oh. Let's see. Hopefully it doesn't mess me up on my stuff. Awesome. Ooh. I wonder if it'll let me. Oh, it doesn't. It auto. Oh, whatever. We'll let it charge. We'll let it charge for a sec. No biggie. All right. Let's do. What do I want to do here? Well, I guess we'll rock that off. Oh. That's good. There we go. Let's see what we're doing here. I'm gonna be honest, no one's outside for this dog to be barking. I have a feeling that they just enjoy barking for the sake of barking. At least generally speaking. This guy, man, what a guy. Well, we should be getting on with it soon. We're going to update teams along with the current. So we'll go through any potential changes, and then we're going to look at current teams as well. So yeah, we got lots of stuff to go through that I am super excited about. So yeah, there's Drewski hanging out with us. JP, what's up, man? Live BN to start the day. Abso-freaking-lutely, bitachas. and Batards, excuse me. I have to obviously shout out to the gents too as well. It can't just always be about the ladies. Oh, yeah. I mean, I imagine what we got 7.5 hours until reset, and that's when we will get the team up phase closing. I imagine possibly a lot of the teams are already set, maybe the majority. We're going to go through and we're going to look at all of them today. And then after we get all of the teams, after we get the remaining teams cataloged, we'll also take a look if we need to update any of the existing teams in case there was any kingdom changes. And then once we do that, we will then go into our prediction phase, which I am really excited about because I know Drew set all of that up for us to utilize. So that's something we're going to be able to take advantage of as the day goes on. And then maybe even show off some other data stuff too as well that I'm really excited about. So excited. Level of excitement is slightly at an all-time high currently. Yeah, I think it's gonna be good. Urbas, what's up, man? Welcome. That's right. Get that popcorn ready. Get the poppers ready. Shiva, what's up, man? Prediction time is my favorite. Let's go. That's right. Where are we going? To the prediction zone. Yeah. I mean, for me, it's been basically 24 hours since I last had the opportunity to look at any team stuff, right? Because the last time I looked at it was pretty much a little over 24 hours ago. So now it's nice to kind of, you know, let us go ahead and get a little whiff, if you will. So yeah, this is absolutely the plan for me right now. Yeah, let's do it. All right. Yeah. Pixel, what's up? I thought I was subscribed. This live was a good reminder. I wasn't. My man, appreciate you. Appreciate the love. The subscriber love, if you will. Always appreciate people hanging out, especially more chatters too as well, man. It's always nice. Get a little bit more engagement. 363, we'll take a look. Yeah, we're just doing a couple things real quick just on the back end, and then we'll go ahead and start updating teams. So I'm going to load this up on my Scout too as well, that I know I'm going to do. So that's something we'll have to jam out as well and update that. I was at 358. Yeah, apparently there's been a lot of news though on the teams, movement, some stuff people have been telling me that seemed pretty wild. I haven't had a chance to take a look at yet. JP says NTS has a team now. 49, 5, 51, 381. Interesting. Kirito, what's up? Welcome, my man. Triple popcorn eyes. Got it. That means it's serious. We understand. Yeah. Shira says NTS with the home G. That's a nice team. Yeah. I'll take a look because that's them, and OMG is 25. I don't know if I could show that. Oh yeah, it's a little bit off. It's a little bit off from showing there. But we can do it in the team maps once I get there here in a sec. Fellas, what's up, man? Welcome. Says SCL changed B seeds. Yeah. Okay, interesting. Yeah, and we'll be able to take a look at that too as well, as far as like rank wise, because what we got to keep in mind based on the timeline details that we have. Oh, oopsies, hang on. I think it's stopped already. Where am I going? 551. Let's see. Let me see here. Based on timeline, right? So there's 56 A's, 56 B's. So that's what, 112? So I guess if you're a little bit lower, right, kind of past 50, then you're more likely going into your B territory. Obviously, there's some B's that are still going to be mixed in within the top 56, even if they are on the lower end, right? Because it does go up to 14.15 bill that we know. But, you know, once you start getting a little bit lower, we can use that when we do comparisons too as well. Yeah. So yeah, no, that should be pretty good. Oh, but there we go. Pixel, thanks for the sub. Outro, thanks for the sub, man. Appreciate it. Means a lot. Seth says big teams already drafted lowest BCs just to avoid each other. You know, some people were saying that on yesterday's stream about that. And yeah, again, we can probably take a look. I'm sure the stats will depict that to a degree. If not, maybe just flat out show that as well. So we should be able to kind of get a good gauge for that in addition once we start plugging in. Once we start plugging a little bit more. Up 2. Oh, maybe that's why that doesn't work, huh? All right, I think we'll probably start getting to the teams then here, because I think we're pretty good to go on that front. Yeah, I think we're pretty set. Okie dokie. So I'll probably restart with looking here at the number 1 group for 249, and then we'll kind of work our way down. I definitely want to double check the existing teams as well, just to make sure that we don't have any changes. So we'll just kind of go down the list real quick while we're at it, and then we'll start plugging away for the newbies at that point. Oh wow, okay. So let me load up 249. And then we'll see where we're at. We'll do that. Oh. Awesome. Okay. Let's take a look here. Oh, look at that. Nice. All right. So 249, they're locked. So 345, 229. So they go with 193. Why is that underlined? Is there a reason? Oh, interesting. Okay. And I think he said it's running last. So this is for... Oh, I just remembered there's no teams though. Oh, so it's groups official, I think. Yeah. So it's this one, but I have to do the authorization again. Oh, is that because of a change? Hang on, I bet you I gotta do this again. Give me a sec. Hang on. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, yeah. Oh, I guess I have to. Yep, hang on. Continue. Okay. Think we're good. Let me refresh. Let me refresh. I think we're good though now. I think it's because there was a change. Let's see. Okay, so we're gonna run. Yeah, so it's gonna be last group matchups. Oh, groups. Where's groups official? No, this is it. Yeah, last groups. Oh, there it is. Oh, I didn't see the teams. Hang on, there we go. Good. Whew. I can't read. Apologies. Sweet. All right, there we go. Bam. Auto load. What up, baby? So, it looks like this is locked in. So I need to go. Well, I guess it went all the way to the bottom there. Okay, so we're good. Let me see. Conan. Hey, BN, I think hires with RAC team now. Okay, no, absolutely we'll check. Absolutely we'll check. So now we know top team here for them. I need to put 193, which is a B, right? Yeah, so that's the other B. Okay, so 193 got picked, so we're good there. We'll go back to team, so we're set. Okay, Sick Life. Let me double check let's go to the SCL team, 444. I just want to double check them as well, make sure nothing's changed. And like I said, we'll go through the ones that exist right now. I just want to make sure all the teams are the same, and then we'll start plugging in the newbies there as well. So tis the plan right now, my friends. Tis the plan. All right, so we're here. Oh, am I here? Hold up. What's happening? Dun, dun. Oh, here we go. Nice. All right, so I think we're here. SCL. Let's take a look. So SCL 444 551 235. Oh, they swapped. So they went 74 now. Huh. Okay. So not 641. So I need to 641 was a B, right? Yeah. Let's do this. Okay, so I will remove. We're gonna reset that, so we're good there. Let's go back to teams. We'll take down. Oh, let me make a note too. Right? Let's make a note. Originally had 641 Goa because I can reference this as well. On team. Originally had 641 on team. Oh, cool. What happened now? My screen's black. What's going on? Whoa! Thank you. I didn't realize we came here to look at BN though. My bad. Woo! No, I must have accidentally clicked something. Totally my bad. Not intentional. I mean, listen, that could be a thing, but yes, not at the moment. Appreciate you. We're not going down that level of visual sensational mind pleasure just yet. So appreciate it. Thank you. Woo! That was lovely. Okay, so let's put the new team in. That would help as we continue. What did I have? 74. So we'll do 74. We're gonna run this for teams Fish. Yeah. Okay, dope. So this is updated. And again, we'll rearrange if we need to as well. So 74 is here. Oh, wow. I guess it auto just... Oh, that's interesting. Like after it runs the script, it just takes you all the way to the bottom. Huh. Okay. Well, I guess that's just how it is. Okay, so 74 B team. We got to plug them in as being selected. Solid. All right, so we're good there. Sweet. That group is set. Let's double check Aruni on... I don't know who... let me see here. Hang on. Let's check this real quick. Dun, dun. All right, we're going to load up 375. We'll take a quick look there. Let's see here. Bump. 230. Okay. All right, sweet. Let's see here what we got on the next one. Cool. Should be good here. Mohammed, thank you. JRT, thank you. Flaming. I mean, we can. Yeah. Okay. Oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah. Just run the data through ChatGPT and get the most likely matchups. I don't know about that, man. I'll be honest. I like manually looking at it. You know, I wouldn't mind potentially doing that. Maybe as like a second one. Like maybe we'll do the first one where I can kind of eyeball it and see how things look, and then maybe on the next, on like a second tab or something, go around, we can look at what that would be with like the AI matchups. That could be interesting. All right, let's load up 220. Let me get this 221 loaded up here. So like a little lag there on that load bar. Okay. Okay. Oh no. Okay. Thanks, JRT. Appreciate it. So is this 444? Yeah. Yeah. We just plugged them in. We just plugged them in too. Oh, is it 235? Did I miss one? Uh-oh, hang on a second. Am I... Okay, hang on. I gotta double check this now. Did the name just look so... Was the number so close that I just missed it? Let me double check. Oopsie poo. Hang on. Let's double check that, because someone's saying it's 235 and I put 232, so that means they swapped out two teams. Let me check. I want to be honest. I felt as though my eyes were not deceiving me, but oh, it is 235. Wow, so they did switch. Okay, I need to put that. So originally had 641, 641 team, and let's do it like this. Originally had, just do. Let's see, on team. And then we'll do two, because this is why I like putting these things down first, because you can always look at it and be like, oh, who did they have before, right? Very interesting. For Bs, should we put down what they were, though? So we should be like B 8.82 bill. Let's do B 8.55B. Cool, awesome. So now it's 235, so I need to remove 232 on the B side, wherever I had them. They're going to be one of these yellows. They're probably a little bit lower, huh? 232. Nope. Whoa, okay. I have to be blind. That's what I'm going to go with. There we go. Not as blind as I thought. All right, 235 is the other one. Now I have to find them. And what's the chances that they're lower as well? Oh, they must have swapped. So 235 must have already been selected. Oh, okay. So they have to be on one of these Bs then already, because maybe they were on an existing team already. They were. So we can leave them there. So this was Ange. So that means they switched teams from someone else. Ooh, okay, fascinating, fascinating. So we're good there. Let me run this again. So we have the new one, which is we don't have to remove the other at the moment. Okay, cool. So let's run an update on this. So this is for group 3. Oh, hang on. Pavo's saying it was always 235, not 232. Really? Okay, so basically what you're saying is I accidentally put in the wrong number. All right, we will remove that. Thank you. I appreciate you. Okay, so we got number 1, number 2, number 3 group. Sorry, now we're going to number 3. That was number 2. So let's look at the number 3, or I guess the 3rd group that we have is what I should say. So let's go to 221 real quick. And we're going to double check that pairing, and then we'll move on to the next one. Exy, what's up? Welcome. Can you check Kingdom 600? I want to see if they're B seed. 600, huh? I don't think 600 is a part of G2. So, yeah. Let me see here. I don't think they are. 600. Let's see where they're at. They are, 600 is G1. So they're already in the new season for Many Blades One Heart, aka Dragonfall. So they're not a part of the G2 pool at the moment. We're only looking at G2, at the G2 group currently, because they have yet to start their KvK. G1 has already started. Okay, so let's look at 221. So 358, 313, 399. Okay, nothing has changed here. Fantabulous. Let's go to, I said 221, right? Yeah, okay, cool. Let's go 375 next. Yeah, plus, I don't know, as a side note, I don't know if you can check the seeding for kingdoms after the KvK has already started. I don't know if there's a way to do that, because I think the seedings are only temporary, from my understanding. Yeah. Now, if that's different or if it's changed, someone is more than welcome to let me know. All right, 375 team is intact. Nothing has changed there. Fantastic. All right, let's go 283. We'll double check that. Yeah, sweet. Let's do it. Muhammad says, just saw Burgess boasting about his team. He was? How dare he? Where did that happen? Show me. Point me in that direction so I can platonically shame that man. Where did it happen? Show me a link. Where'd he do it? Somebody in Discord tried to just send me an 18+ Discord link, and I think they got hacked. But because I'm a gentleman, I always ask them and will reply, were you hacked? You know, just trying to give him a chance. I'm trying to give him a chance. 283, 181, 186. Okay, good. This group, solid. Next we'll look at is we'll look at 145. Let's go there. Yeah. Pavo Axie, thanks for the subs. Fam, appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Means a lot, means a lot. I'm going to throw confetti in the chat because, well, it's free and I like the emoji. But mostly because it's free. Okay. Let's check the what is this, fifth team, I think? So we got 145, 500, 385, 82. Team is not changed. Lovely. All right. Let's jam it out and go to 225. Now, let's see what they're going to give us. We'll do that. Let's do this. Boom. Sweet. All right, we're all set. Let me load this up. All right, we got 225 loading up now. Again, we're just going through. If you're joining us now, first and foremost, welcome. We are going to update the public sheet. I'll update the public sheet once the stream ends. So for those of you wondering, hey, you know, when am I going to do that? I'll be sure to do that just before the stream ends, I should say. But we're going through and just first and foremost confirming all the existing teams, because the last time I had an update was yesterday at around 10, so a little over 24 hours ago, as far as when I was last able to check. So we're just doing a quick run through for the existing teams that I had documented up until then, and then we're going to start documenting the new teams. And then if there's some time after that, we will do some group predictions as well. So tis the plan. And of course, as always, man, if you guys are enjoying, you already know, if you want to help us out, throw us up on the stream, because it does wonders. Thank you so much. Oh, that's some good high quality H2O. Okay. Let me see. 17. How does our team look? 403, 458, 376. All right, they are intact. Good to go. All right, let's double check on 110. You have to do this the old-fashioned way. Too bad there's not a easier way. But hey, listen, this is where we're at. LB, what's up? Welcome. Can you show the S60 team? Sure. Yeah, I can show that once we plug them in here in a sec, because I think someone said that they have a full team now. 711. Okay, this team is good. Let's go to 602. Ooh, where am I at? Phoenix, what's up, man? I mean, NXW MFD team does seem kind of cracked. Yeah. Oh, do I have them down, the MFD? Oh, I do. MFD. Where am I at? 602? Yeah, I was like, hang on, what is he looking at? Did I just forget that I put their team name down? All right, 602, 203, 647, 256. All right, this team is good. Let's double check 266 for RAC. And just, we'll see if their team is still the same or not. Yeah. BF says, this matchmaking is so dumb. My friend in 491 is a for sure C seed, but they got put into B. Yeah. That's nuts. Where's let me see, where's 491? Oh, they're right here. So yeah, they're like right on the cusp, I guess, of like 7. Yeah. I mean, you could argue. I mean, the biggest numbers. Yeah, I mean, 7. Yeah, I mean, it's basically a little bit like if you look at the range for C, which is 2.25 to 3.18, 7 is still closer to the lower end. You're still basically middle of the pack, but you're a little closer to the lower end than you are the higher end. So you could make an argument for 7 billion being C. I mean, I personally, I actually think around that number probably should be considered C. So yeah, just tell your friend my condolences. 3. Oh, so this team had a switch. So okay, hang on. 381 is a B. Oh, dude, how lucky were we? We have to go hunt that down. So we're gonna make a note here, though, right? Because we want to say originally teamed with, and then we'll make a note, and we'll do 381 missed. We'll say B 7.11B. Cool. So new team 232. Awesome. Let's run the scripty poo. Of course, shout out to Drewski, as most of you know, right? Our spreadsheet wizard of a man who does the data over in 509 for Illuminati, where Tiny runs that group over there. And of course, also shout out as well for those of you, again, if anyone out there, if you're ever looking for any data services for your group, of course, you are more than welcome. Where did I leave off at? WAO, where? Oh, there we go, 266, lovely. For anyone, of course, if you're at all interested, or for anyone who would like some, whether that's for your kingdom, your alliance, maybe just yourself as an individual, I'm going to throw the Hero Scrolls link in the chat. As most of you guys know, I've been working with them for a while before Fuzzy had joined up with their team. They're always kind of to provide me, you know, all the data that I get. I know a number of kingdoms in COD use them as well. So again, even if you just want to look around, get some information, ask some questions, there's a link there in chat if you're curious. All right. Let me see. Where am I going now? We confirmed that. This is good. So higher, which I originally had in that other group, 232, but it really was 235. Now we have them here. So now I got to find 232. Let's see. They should be on the Bs, huh? Awesome. And are you colored? You're not. You are now. Oh, we are winning at life. All right, sweet. So this group is set. Let's double check. So that's the second change for existing groups as of yesterday that we have found so far. So we're going to check Kingdom 30 for where 30 NA plays. We'll double check their group as well. Fried Chicken, what's up, man? I've been lying to people and telling them they have to subscribe to get access to the sheet. Damn, yo, don't say that. Jeez. Oh my gosh, man. People are going to think that I require like memberships and stuff for people to. No, man. Listen, everyone knows by now, at least for people that have been watching me for a minute, you know, all the sheets are always public. The only thing is just the only delay is just whenever I update the sheet. You know, most of the time it's usually at the end of streams or like kind of at the end of a day if I'm able to kind of get to it. And that's only if I'm not updating the sheet in real time. But yeah. You are more than welcome to correct thy language moving forward. Thank you, good sire. Yeah. I mean, I do put the sheet. I put the sheet on my Discord, and you know, if anybody wants to grab the link and share it, that's obviously completely fine. I just always put it there because, you know, I just think there's a lot of good utility, especially if you're looking to get notifications or other resources or information on the Discord or just chatting. So, you know, for me, I think like with anyone, right, you're just trying to push for some good community engagement, you know, wherever your place of home is. Let me see here. Next group, 92, 509, 428, 34. Okay, no change there. Great. So WO team's still intact, which again makes you think that's probably not really going to change too much. Let's go 452 VKG. We'll double check them. And again, if you're just joining us now, we are just finishing up. We got a couple more groups left. These are the groups that I had put in and updated the teams yesterday, a little over 24 hours ago. So I'm just double checking those teams at the moment to make sure they're still intact. We've already found 2 changes already. And then we're going to add in the new group. So any teams that were formed after 15 UTC yesterday or 10 a.m. Eastern time, we'll start adding those in here once we go through this. All right, cool. So no team changes there. Let's check the 289 team. And then we'll sort the teams. And then after we sort, after we plug in all the new teams, we'll sort. After we sort, we will start doing some group predictions as well. We have a whole tab and page here on the sheet set up for that. And Drewski's got some really dope coding. I can't wait for you guys to take a look at too as well. It's gonna be dope sauce. It's gonna be awesome like a possum. If you catch my drift. Wong, what's up, man? For these 3 groups right here, around 57 billion, what variable outside of power will be decider for the matchups? Good question. We'll definitely do a deep dive and go in on the stats. Ooh, hang on, another switch up here. So I will come right back to that question. So 87 as an A is out. Dude, Nutter Butters. Oh. M Jizzle. So 148. Oh crap, hang on. Who was that before? Okay, I need to make a note. Originally on team, we'll say 87, hashtag DK, hashtag A, 12.8, B. Okay, cool. Now we can move them. So they've been replaced with 148. Which is DTF. Let's run that. And that gets updated. Sweetness. Cool. And I think it's going to... Oh, yeah. See, so it does auto put me down. Oh, here we go. Okay, cool. So this has been updated. Now we got to go to 148, which is an A. And I need to find where they are. What the heck? Oh, are they on the lower side? Whoa. Oh, they must have been with someone else because they're probably already... Oh, no, they're not. Okay. Whew. I was thinking that for a sec. Maybe that was the case, right? We saw that with 1 or 2 already. So we're good there. Awesome. So now we can go to 228. I think we got maybe 4 teams left. And then we can start adding the newbies. Let's go to what is that? 228 we'll do. So sorry, coming back to your question, Wong. So you asked for these 3 groups... Right here, around 57 billion, what variable outside of power will be the decider? I mean, I think in general, right, we look a lot at, resource. Well, obviously, eventually I'll be adding that. But again, something that I think factors as well that we just haven't been showing yet, but will be, is I think resource spent, obviously mana spent more so out of those. PvP activity that we look at from last season. There's actually some other stats too as well that I'll be able to show off, some really cool stuff, this graph chart, some historical numbers that kind of show trend data that Drewski put together. And so like that's something we can show off too as well. I think you guys will really like that. I think aside from that, I think deads is really important because obviously that'll indicate, how long and or much a team or kingdom is willing to incur those on the bastions. Then we look at like how many total players participated in PvP, right? I think these numbers are really important when it comes to like how many people hit at least 10 mil merits last season. And then you have your 20, 30, 40 mil merits last season. I think all of those are great activity, but also engagement tier indicators on like how much people are willing to fight. And then obviously your power, right? So like how loaded are you on troops, average account progression. And I think average power for Siege 25, a little bit more of a lighter indicator. But again, I think some of those just kind of off the rip, I think are great. One of the other things I'm trying to see if we can do as well is to figure out if there's a way to capture data, which I still have to reach out and ask Ezio on this. But if there's a way to do it where we can figure out merit breakdowns based on troop type. So for example, how many infantry merits, how many mage merits, archer merits. I've seen people talking about this and it makes me think that there is a way to pull that. It's probably just something that I have to go and ask the HS team about to see if that's something that they could do for me. But yeah, I hope that answers it. Again, in a not fully immersive way, but just kind of going over a couple highlight points, or bullet points, I should say. This team is good. So let's go to 210. And let's say we got 3 teams left. So, oh, sorry, did I say 210? 201. I'm telling you, man, reading is hard. Right? Cool. Yep, we got 3 teams left, and then we'll start plugging away at the new teams. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Should be good. Yeah. PP, what up, baby? PP asks, who has Diplo one already? I will give you a better indicator on that when we can for shame some people. Once I have all the teams put in, I will do that just for you because you were so kind to ask. Is that 341 right is next? Yeah. All right, 2 groups left. Oh, did I not click on this? Oh, probably would help if I did. Mohammed says, so NWE team might end up fighting team with power way higher than them. Most likely not. I can show you some of the team power variables from 2 seasons ago. We have that data here when we look at the teams, because we know what the matchups were, and you can see the difference in team power. So if you guys want, I'll give an example on that, because I think you would have to look at previous data to give you an indicator or an indication on what it might look like this time around, right? Because that's all we really have to go off of is what was it last time, right? So 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, 4. Okay, that team has not changed. Cool. 1 team left, and then we'll start plugging in new teams. So let's go to 174. Boom. All right. Pavel, what's up, man? No, they won't, because top 2 is YSS and WB. Yeah. I'll have to take a look, because I know some people were saying that, yeah, the YSS has their team now. Do me, Poe! Yo, 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 what up, baby? Someone walking across my yard? Oh, yeah, I guess they are. That was weird. Cool. Yo, yo. That's my man right there. My main man. All right, 174, 47, 46, and all right, awesome. Let's start plugging in the new teams. We're going to start at the top. As per usual, we're going to start with YSS. Let's see how they're looking, which is the number 2 kingdom based on power. Again, as of over 24 hours ago, they did not have a full team of 4. People are telling me that they do now. Let's see how these bastards look. Dragon Killer, what's up? It's YSS Rage 0 Goa. Okay. Doom, I didn't get the live stream ping into. You're good. You're good. Yeah, we'll definitely go through. We'll definitely go through it. Yeah. Well, the thing is, I only ever ping the CallofDragons role if I think like it's a really big stream, as an example. Even though, to be fair, I really should just be doing the content live stream notification. So if you don't have that on the Discord, Doom, you're more than welcome to grab that. And for anyone else, you could just go to reaction roles if you join the Discord, and then it's just going to be this one. It's just the YouTube one. You just click the emoji, you'll get a roll, and then whenever I ping it, you'll get notified if you'd like to, of course. Hang on, somebody just hit me up with a DM. Yo, that person I told you guys who sent me that 18 plus, that 18 plus Discord invite. I don't even know who this is. Jeez, hang on. Oh, I don't know who this is. Okay, hang on. I guess I'll just accept it when I'm already here. Yeah, I asked them. I said, hey, were you hacked? And then they replied to me, the F. It's like, what? Like, dude, you sent me the link. All right, let's look at the YSS team. So, all right, we got 357, 363. What's up with these underlines, man? Is it just me? I know it wasn't doing this before. But it's so big. I mean, we'll just control U off that out. Okay, so now, right, this is, so just so you guys are gonna be able to see this, right, on a fresh one, right? So bam, we'll do the teams of fish. Drewski's script runs for us, and voila, magic. Sick life. All right, now I gotta put the Paragon in though. We'll do that. So 357, we're good. 363 selected, we're good. And then I gotta go to the B's here. And I got 369. 369, damn you fine. Bang, give me one more time. Come on, man. That was an OG song right there. Okay, so I think we're good there. Yeah, man. Like Anderson, I wish the list was open so I could work on it. I wish. Thanks, Anders. I appreciate it. Okay, so let me figure out if I need to rearrange any of these real quick because I know some of the powers have changed. I think we're okay though. 52, 1, 2, okay, 5, 1, 5, 6, 5, 7, 08, 11, 5, 8, 6, 1, 6, 4, 6, 6. Okay, so we're good. All right, cool. So that means that we're gonna end up. I gotta remember, right? It's these ones, right? Yeah. So let's go all the way up, and I think. Okay, we're good. So that means the YSS team moves up to number 2 for total group power. So very much a chance, right, that could happen. Did I miss one? Hang on, let me double check. Did I miss one? 58, 57, 57. Am I blind? 52. Oh, you're right. Ooh, good catch. 2 points to Wang. Thank you very much, Wang. 5251. So I have to go here. Okay, sweet. We are updated now, Grills. Okay, next we got to look at is going to be oh no, sorry. Why am I at 385? NTS. We got to look at NTS. So 49 will be the next team if they have finalized. I think someone told me they did. Let's load that bitch up. All right. Dude says, "Oh no, I get your pings. I just was busy." And oh, okay, got you. Doom, listen, man. You know what I need to do? You know how some of those YouTubers have like the phone lines? I gotta look into that. Where if people want to get notified via like a text message, I have to look into that because I know some YouTubers and some people that, and obviously businesses and whatnot, use that as well. Maybe I should look into that, and then people can just put their phone numbers in, and then I can send a text message to get stream notified. Right? That's not bad. We'll see. All right, so they are set. Oh yeah, someone told me it was OMG. So 51381. I gotta put them down as, all right, let's run this script. Yeah, Fried says they're probably just trying to make some money for decorations. We're all doing OnlyFans. Yeah, that's not Shapey. That script is so good. Drewski says thank you. Oh, it is, man. It is. Drewski's the man. Make no doubt about it. Okay, so let's see. We're at was it 63.41? Okay, 63. You're gonna be right here. So we'll slot you in right below NXW and above RFF. Ooh, no, I'm good. Okay, so go down. We need to mark that off. So we're good there on 49. 5 we're good on. And then for the B's, 51 and 380, 51 and 381. Okay, 51 through. Oh my God, where are they? Oh my God, did I miss 51? Uh-oh. Oh my God, am I blind? Oh, good. Whew. Okay. Whew. Well, sorry. I say oh good, but technically that means I was blind. All right, let's check 572. That's going to be Hunt. We're going to plug that team in next. So let me see where I'm at. 572. All right, that's loading. Let's take a look. Yeah. Well, because it's 52 and 54. Oh yeah. Thanks, Wang. Yeah. Dude says I can set up Discord to send a notification on my phone, but that's scary for many things. Yeah. Doom says that script is awesome. Sai, what's up, man? Welcome. And this is one of the smaller ones. Oh yeah, oh man, I can't wait. If I get some time, man, I can't wait to show you guys the graph that Drew set up. This is an idea I've had. Like, it's actually kind of a two-part idea because I hit him with two ideas at once and he built the graph initially, but then I asked him if there was a way to do something else because the thing I had asked him as well on the second piece had never been, I've never seen anyone do something like this and no one tracks this data either. So like, oh yeah, if I get a chance to show you guys this and we have some time, I think you guys will be really excited about this, man, because this is something I can like even do like solo videos on, and it's basically showing like historical trend data for kingdoms like going back a year. It's really interesting, really, and there's a lot of capabilities with it. So, but yeah, we'll see if we have some time to get that. I want to do this first because I know that's what most peeps are tuned into for at the moment. So, okay. It looks like Echo 2.0 / Milk, which again, I know they want to be called Milk, but let's be real, man. Even when the war changed their name to, what the hell did they change their name to as well? What was it after the war? It was, crap. It wasn't OMG. Someone's got to help me here. OMG was the second or third name change. Luno, wasn't it Luno? Okay. Oh, look at that. Alpha, what's up, baby? Yo, Alpha's the homie, man. One of the strongest players in the game. Came over from Rock. He actually was a part of my last Rock project, which got featured by Shinchi at the time, who was one of like the top 3 biggest CCs in Rock. And I played with him there, and then he ended up coming over to COD. So thank you, Alpha. I appreciate that, though. I was like, we said it at the same time. So it's like, great minds think alike. Hey. All right. So we're good here on this one. Let's fill these in so we know who we got left. And where's hold the front door, dude. Why do I already have them filled out? Okay, good. Whew. All right. I guess I just already had them set. So 473, 491 on the Bs. Oh, look at that. Paired together. Lovely. All right. So we're set there. Let's do the 110. We're going to do ROG. Okay, that's Doom. Yeah, Doom runs that kingdom and alliance. So let's check 110 real quick. Let's see. Oh, I do? Hang on now. No. I do? Oh, I do. I guess it. Oh! I just didn't have them tagged. Oh, interesting. Okay, hang on. Good catch. Appreciate the assist. Appreciate. 194. Let me just double check. Are they yellow? They are yellow. Okay, so we're good then. So I have 110, which means I now need to go. Who's next on the list? 247. Okay, let's do 247. That saved me time. Dude, more eyes, better than just my own. Muchas gracias. All right. So we'll do that. 60's here. All right, let's take a look. So 247, we're gonna, okay, I got this loading right now, and then we'll take a look at this. Kisker, what's up, man? Well, who we got here? Eduardo, what's up, man? Welcome. Milk that, how Echo started, man. Milk that. Yeah. Let's see. I see what you did there. All right. 247, 476, 33, 118. No Paragons. Let's Runny O Scripto. And Sick Life. Dude, we get the auto plug there. Very nice. We got to finish for it. Okay, sweet. There we go. So, oh, hang on. Oh, I didn't even move this. Apologies. 60.39. I should have moved that. 60.39. So you're gonna be right above CKB. Okay. And then this one is what? 5121? Okay, let's move this. 5121. You're gonna be right below WAO. Okay, cool. So we're good there. Let me plug real quick because I think we're almost done. And 476. Oh, I mean, I say we're almost done, but maybe I shouldn't have said we're almost done. Oh, hang on. The lady's calling. One sec. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Lady just had was wanting us to go over what was spent at the or sorry, what we got at the farmers market. Oh, cool. Oh, you set that up so it auto does it? Oh, sick life. My guy, thank you so much. That's what I'm talking about. So I don't need to do that anymore then. Okay, dope. So basically if it, or sorry, I don't need to manually do it. Nice. So I need to go to 483 now. And we'll update that. Let's go 483zers. Okay, yeah, let's take a look. Let's take a look at 43. Nice. Sweet. Well, it says, could you put a condition to highlight? Yeah, you didn't mark. Nice. What do you mean by highlight? So when the script, oh yeah, still mute, yeah. JRT says funny just seeing facial expressions. I told everyone. I told everyone the lady was calling. I just had to mute for a sec. Oh, sorry. You did say I have to refresh though. I will do that now. Hazaros, what's up? Welcome, Johnny. Come on, man. I'm in the middle of a work day. Of the work day. My bad, Johnny. T385 is there. Okay. Oh, it is. No, I thought it was highlighted. Oh, yeah, it is. It is. Cool. Okay, cool. One. Yeah, Drew, like that might be. Didn't see your message. Sweet. All right, we're set. So new team I got here. Oh, I got to load this up. All right. Oh, let me, let's arrange this while we're waiting to load in the new team. So 5357. Where am I at? There we go. Cool. All right, let's load this out so we can put the new one in. So this one is done. Whoa. Oh, I guess it didn't update 473. Oh, crud. I loaded 473, not 483. Oh boy. Okay, now we're loading the right one. All right. Very nice, very nice. Oh yeah, I guess it probably didn't help that I had the phone down here. I probably just should have kept it up on the ear now that I'm thinking about it. Or next time, just leave it off speaker, or sorry, not on speaker, and then that way I don't need to mute. 380, 483, 259, 258. And then 259B, they're Paragon. All right, cool. Let's run the scripty. Oh, hang on. Did some people DM me? What's going on here? Oh, hang on. It's still running. All right. Sweet. So let's go to 249. Sorry. My bad. Not 249. 49.49. Okay. So team is there. That's the one we just put in. It should have updated. Oh, look at that. So it did update. Sick. So we got the condition set up there. Very nice. We don't need to worry about that. We already moved them to their position. Let's check 36. Listen, man, if 36 does not have a team yet, there is a chance I might chuckle slightly inside just because of it reminds me of that meme from, I think, 2 seasons ago. Nick, what's up, man? Welcome. Good afternoon, BN. Welcome, my guy. Appreciate you hanging out with us. Let's see. Dude, they are still solo. I mean, dude, just get a date to the prom. What is going on, man? I don't know what's happening. Is FSK just like what? What do they do? It's like another attempt for a 1v all season, but just until the team up phase ends. Oh man. All right. Still solo. Let's go to 297. What is happening? What is happening? All right, 297. This is, man, that's wild. That's wild. Yeah. Hazardous says 1 versus all meta. Mobile 10% merits to power rated. They're like, that's why. That's messed up. Bonkai, Kyle doesn't like to fight T5. He want to fight T4 and workhorses, so it wouldn't surprise me if they skip. Well, no, they can't. You can't skip. You're going to get auto paired, I believe, is what I should say. Well, and I should, yeah, because there's an even number, so they're going to get auto paired no matter what. Yeah, but still, like, that's just nuts. 217224. No Paragons here. Let's run. Yeah. Urbaz with octopus. Oh, yeah, we'll let this run. What's this, 45? Yeah, okay, 45.48. Sweet. And then, oh, hang on, let me just double check. Yep, good. All right, so we're just to 85. They're going to be next. That we'll check. So we're almost done with the teams, and then we can maybe do some group predicts here. Where's 85? All right, we're loading that up. Let's see who they have teamed with. Sweet. Oops, somebody pinged me. Let's see here. Oh, wow. No team yet. So this one, 85, 115, 554. Excuse me, but no Paragon. So let's run that. So yeah, this is who we have right now on this team. Oh, looks like it's taken a little bit longer here. And then we'll have to see what the remaining teams look like as well. It looks like it paused. Oh, there we go. There we go. Nice. Just took a minute. All right. Let's see. 85. Let's check 87. Oh, look. So this is the last A. So that means that DK is probably solo, and they're most likely going to get paired with FSK because it's just going to be the remainings. We should ask them how they feel about that. Yeah. So, like, I mean, like, there's only 2 left. So you're gonna. That means we could probably do a mock for that, which is 36. So maybe we'll do it at the end. Yeah. So that means there should be 2 Bs left, right? 157. No, 16, 218. Oh, yes. No. This is right. Yeah, there should be 2 A's and 3 B's left because we have 1 team of 3, which means they need a B. So basically, I wonder if it's going to be a race. So it's like between 16, 218, and 157. Whoever joins this team doesn't, whoever joins this team will not get put on the other team. So basically we'd have to wait. I guess really at this point, it's whoever the DGen team picks. There's 5 kingdoms left. Okay. Given that at the moment, and we don't know who's going to join the team, because it could auto sort at the end and we don't know, right, if no one ends up joining. So I think we have enough now to where we can do some predictions, some group predicts now. So I think that's I think that's given us enough. That's pretty nuts. Yeah. So let me put that out. I think my thing's charged now. Nice. It is. Need some good music in my life. Let's see here what we got. Solid. Let me. Okay. Oh, let me see what. Okay. So these are the top teams. We're going to start doing some predictions here in a sec. I got to grab one thing here first. Sorry. Oh, okay. Oh. Huh. I think so. One sec. I got to grab a piece of paper from my fridge. Monday. Okay. Okay. Good. Okay. Oh, it is today. All right. Solid. So it is today. Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and plug. Let's do some plugging now. So we have, let's see here. Okay, awesome. Just had to send a message. Let's get her done. So, yeah, Zaib, how big is VP22 team? Where's 22? They are here. Is where they're at. Tur is the Tur. What's up? Welcome. Makrillo, what's up, man? Good evening, man. How's it going? Going good. Going good, man. We just finished updating teams. Feel really good about it. We got 5 left. I'll probably do like an official team video once after reset, or again if we figure that out before we end today's stream on what the remaining teams are. So we'll probably just wait for that to happen. That'll probably be for tomorrow. But let's go and do some predicts now. So I think it's very likely that this is going to be the #1 KvK. I don't think that there's probably any shocker there. So I think for this one on predictions, I think it's the same thing. So we're just going to go like this. Boom. And then I'm going to go boom. And maybe a little bit of Shazammers. And then I think he said I have to run last. So it's going to be matchup predictions. And I think it's this one. Last group matchup prediction. I think this is the one. If I recall correctly. No. Crud. Was that? Hang on. Was that the right one? I'm on predictions. He said last. Oh, hang on. Is it all? Hang on. Let me wait for Drew. Let me wait for Drew. Is it okay? Hang on. Was it? Oh, okay. So it worked. Oh, do all. Okay. So I have to do all. All group. Okay, I thought it was last. That he told me when we were talking earlier. Okay, so here we go. Oh, I see. It's because the power differential is so small. It did it in M. Can I? I can't shorten anything else. I'll just shorten this. Yeah, that's fine. I think that works out good, right? Okay, I think we're good. How much is my face in the way? Hang on. Okay, it's not that awful. Yeah, it's not that bad. Okay, yeah. I guess I could. Okay, there we go. Is that better? Hey, bobblehead under the data. There we go. All right, we're good. Just a little bit smaller and I'm fine. I'm fine now. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. So now you guys get to see how the script works, right? That Drew set up. So we just plug the numbers in. Bam. It gives us the initial first matchup. And then we get to see what the totals are for each team. And then we get to also look at some differentials. So this is awesome. We'll go over this here in a sec. Let me just catch up. Krillo, really good. Okay. Tiny says, how much you paying Drew for his on-call support? Man, I'm paying Drew in shout outs, appreciation, and love. Yeah, man. Always, man. And of course, credit. Always have to give credit where it's due. Drew says, we talked to that group a bit. I think you guys will be a solid team. I'm hoping it goes well too. JB says only disadvantage of merge is Acrylo and many together. What? Acrylo, maybe it's time to face Tiny again. Who knows? You're looking cool as always. Doom, good team as well. Cmos, what's up, man? Welcome. See you creeping in. Okay, so let's look at basically what is the projected #1 matchup. Okay. So this is basically what would be the #1 KvK matchup at the moment. So given this, oh wait, let me see here. 22, cool. Yeah, we're good there. Yeah, man. Okay. I am observing you from a very, very close place. Just checking. Okay. So if we're looking at the #1 group, let's look at how this looks left to right. So we got, I mean, less than a bill power diff. That's great. Merritt's 2.82 bill diff. Okay, I mean, it's sizable, but I don't think massively impactful. I think what's a little bit more telling here is what is the 3.7% PvP activity that goes in favor of the YSS team, right? You're looking at 17.11, 17.11% versus 13.43, right? That's decent. Obviously, YSS comes in there. They have the #2, right? PvP activity here, right? You're looking at their points, right? So keep in mind, points here, what this basically means is the lower the points, it means the higher average. Higher the points, the lower average. So, like in this case, the 2 is way farther ahead than the others, right? Then you have a 5460 cluster. This is RMP, so this is your PvP activity rank out of the kingdoms, based on your performance last season from the G2 pool. Right, so 54, 60, right, that's a lower cluster. Then you get 78, 81, and then 109, 156, and 155, right? So, right, 63 points are in favor for having a lower average on the YSS team, right? I mean, personally, I think that's decently impactful. 2.93 build diff on kills, that's pretty much nothing. 60.54 mil differential on deads, again, that's nothing. I mean, that's incredibly close. Heals 21.38 bill, right? A little bit more healing favor on the WB side. We look at Cs25s, 109 in this case, right, in favor of the YSS team. You got average 25 mil power, 25 Cs25 power, 10.5 mil, right? So that's 100 mil compared to 90 mil. I mean, it's like 10% more. I mean, it's a small amount. Let's look at merit performance. So you have 21 more players on the WB team that had 10 million or more merits last season. But then the numbers start to widen, right? Now you're looking at 69 players having 20 mil more merits last season. Right now, this number's jumping. 59 more players on the YSS team had 30 mil merits. 34, that's essentially almost double. And then you're looking at 15 more players had 50 mil or more merits last season, right? So the only number that goes in favor of the WB team is at the 10 mil merit mark. But once you get higher, you're seeing higher average performance engagement on the PvP side from the YSS team players. Then if we look at 100 mil plus, you got 64 more players on the WB side of the 100 mil plus. And then at 200 mil plus, it's 3 more players that are on the opposite team, the YSS team. At 250 and 300 mil, right, these numbers are pretty close. Even 150 is close, right? The only big gaps are really at 100 and 125. But, yeah. I mean, again, man, if I'm looking at these numbers, early prediction... Oh, sorry. Pavo says YSS hasn't. Well, I think you have to factor that as well. Yes, absolutely. I think it is fair to do that, where you look at the YSS team and you say, okay, right, they may be coming in as the number 2 strongest kingdom and number 2 in PvP activity, but that is from last season, and it is also from the G1 pool, right, where the competition is not as high as it is in the G2 pool. So I think, yes, you probably would say that you would probably conservatively weight their stats probably a little bit lower than what they are performance-wise. But we'll see. I mean, again, I think it's fair to say going in, but then the question becomes, will they live up to that? Will they get close to it? Will they potentially exceed that? So, yeah, I mean, if I'm looking at this, let me think. I mean, let me say this first and foremost. I actually think this matchup is pretty close, right? If we're looking at KvK1, I actually personally think the way that this is set up right now, this is actually set up to, I think, be one of the better KvK1s that we have had in like the last year, respectfully. I do. If you ask me, do I think this has the potential to be a better KvK1 than last season's KvK? I would probably say yes. Just because it was under, well, yes, in the sense of that, I think the map obviously plays a huge difference in that compared to last season, where there wasn't the opportunity for everyone to make it to the final zone. That is, of course, a big one, right? So I guess last season probably isn't the fairest comparison to really use, because I'm comparing 2 completely different maps at that point. But I will say that I think the numbers-wise, things on paper do look closer, especially if we're kind of giving YSS a little asterisk and a little bit more of a weighted conclusion or assessment. I think that's fair. Yeah. I mean, because I think there's 2 ways of looking at this. Either A, you just say, man, this is anyone's game. Or B, I mean, the numbers do give favor to YSS, right? So it's like, you know, you look at this and you say, again, the numbers on paper, again, I think favor the YSS team a little bit. I wouldn't say average or like this is a good favor or a great favor. I would say this is a decent favoring or a light favoring on them based on how the numbers look on paper. But if you're going to go down the path of saying, hey, some of the YSS numbers are inflated, then, I think this is a lot. I think this is so much closer to a 50-50 than it is them having a slight advantage. So I think no matter what, overall, I like what the potential looks like as far as for the final zone fight. Of course, we'll have to potentially break down how like the zone 2 fights and potential zone 3 fights look for those, because again, those are one-on-ones. But the final zone fight looks like, again, given the season and that everyone's going to make it, right? I think that there is some good potential. Yeah. Greg, what's up, man? Too many variables in the merits. We had like 3 days of fighting. YSS fought majority T4. Yeah. And again, which isn't to say that there are not any limitations or X factors, right, from the previous season that we shouldn't also take into account. LGTV, what use of merit if YSS merit from G1? Damn. I mean, again, I think it's fair to keep that in mind, right? But it doesn't mean that they weren't willing to fight. It just means that the average level of competition will not be as high as it will be, right, them playing this KvK 1. I think the important takeaway here is how are they going to perform, right? Are they going to show up, right? Because I don't think YSS has ever been in a KvK 1 from the G2 pool, like in the main KvK pool. So I think this is, I mean, it's either going to be a shock and they're just going to get punched in the mouth and crumble and fall apart, or, they're going to try and live up to where they are currently ranked, especially because it is their first KvK 1, supposedly, from, again, from my historic, I don't think they've ever been, so it will be. Yeah, JRT says numbers may be inflated a bit, but YSS is super active in PvP. Yeah. They fight nonstop. And I mean, again, you also have to consider, right, didn't Guns take one of his accounts to YSS? So, I mean, and I mean, people have seen him streaming, fighting there in their KvK as well. And I don't recall ever, hearing anything consistently that they're bad fighters or that, there's no one showing up or they're barely online or they don't stay online for that long. Yeah, Max, what's up? I was asked by a B server to ally with them and replace the current WBs. The problem is that being in WB's team is the worst possible position for any B tier in the game. Damn. Oh, gosh, that's a bar. Jeez. Yeah, Track says, do you face the A first in this map coming up? So the way the map is, hang on, let me, where's the many blades map? So Dragonfall, from what I understand, the way it was previously, hang on, where's my thing? Where's DF? Did I ever do Dragonfall? What did I do for Dragonfall? Hang on. I can't recall. Oh, hang on. Let me go here. DF. Hang on one sec. Oh, I do have some DFs here. But okay, here we go. So here's the pass opening structure for Dragonfall. So at least from when I had it last, keep in mind, this was, I think, last year. So it was zone 2s, which I think on the map, I think zone 2s were the middle ones, I think. And then the outsides were zone 3s. So Let me, where's, oh, well, no, hang on. I won't know yet because back then I don't think, oh, I gotta think. I wonder if I took any screenshots. I might have. Let me, give me a sec. Let me actually see. Let me see if I have an old sheet. One moment. Un momento. Por favor. Let me see. I think I have an old sheet. I just need to see if my old sheet is of Dragonfall. If it is, I think I took screenshots of where the kingdoms were placed. So that should be able to answer that question. Give me just a moment while I see if I can track this down. Let's go data, kingdoms, KvK. Oh, here we go. Okay. Let me see, Season of Strife. Oh, no. I have to go to SOS, don't I? Yeah, because that was when it was upon us. Okay, here we go. So it would have been last year. What was the date on that? It was February, right? So, oh, here we go. It probably would have been SOS 5, I think. Yeah, okay, hang on. Here we go. Hang on. I'm loading this one up. Let me see if it's this one. Oh, it is. Okay, I found it. We found it. Okay, so this is the Dragonfall KvK season that I have stats for. Let me see if it's going to show me if I took screenshots. Oh, I did. Oh, look at that. I did. Oh, man. See, it's always good to save stuff. So, okay. So this is what it looked like when the last time it was, right? Which I think it was like AB or something to that effect, or if it was like AAB, sorry, it was AABB, but then they split the two up. So in this case, I'll have to go and look exactly where the zone 2 is to fight, but the way that it was split up is you see them on opposite sides. So from what I remember, I'm pretty sure it was the zone 2 fight in the middle first, and then it was the zone 3 fight on the edges, on the outer. So that, given that they're doing the same thing, and it's 8 kingdoms in the pool, they're going to split it up like this. And then, like I said, I think it's zone 2, but it's either one or the other, right? So I'm taking a 50% chance on the guess. But I think it's zone 2 middle, zone 3 on the outskirts, and then everyone obviously gets the access there. However, we don't know how everyone's going to be placed yet, and we don't know who's on whose side of who, right? Because that'll obviously factor as well as far as on what zone you're going to end up fighting one of your opponents in. But yeah, nice to know that we at least have the data to show. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay. So, let me see here. So yeah, we'll do the next team. I think this is pretty much a lock, though. I think this team is pretty much a lock at the moment. Sorry, let me scroll up real quick because you guys are chatting like some monsters right now. Tiago, what's up? Oh, Pix, what's up, man? YSS Merits is inflated for running. Yeah. Tiago, can you show me the groups and the potential matchup that you think might be having? Yeah, this is one so far. Again, I'll get in, the next ones I think will be a little bit more, you know, prediction-esque work. This is probably, the KvK one is probably more of a layup, to be honest, just because of the numbers, how they look. Yeah. Midas, what's up, man? WB versus Dork, we are so doomed. KvK going to be turtle versus turtle, horrible KvK. I mean, again, I guess it depends, right? Because you know what, Dark has been speculated as one of the war leads, or a war lead, or maybe the war lead there in YSS. So that would be interesting to see what kind of choices are made. Doom says this KvK will test the new Bastion changes to the max. Oh yeah, we need that data bad in King Circle. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And Doom, I almost wonder what any of the kings or queens said in the King chat after they basically said, "Look, we're going to hold back on the second part of, or part 2, or the other piece of the Bastion changes," and they said they're going to wait to see how the upcoming season looks like. I'm just like, did kings and queens in the chat just go apeshit, or was there like some understanding on them saying like, "Oh yeah, we're not saying no, but we're just saying we're going to hold off," even though we were the ones who initiated saying that we felt these changes were needed based on feedback on our own data and tests collected. I almost wonder like what, if there was an uproar or what, because that's essentially what I alluded to in the video. It's like, you know, if you're the dev team, you know, you said we compiled the data, we got feedback from people. These are the changes we think are going to impact and help Bastions going forward. But then they just roll back like the second part of it. It's just interesting, right? It almost feels difficult that you would take that people would take that in a good way. Yeah. JRT says Guns had alt in YSS, but he left and went to war. Oh, really? Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, because Guns probably wants to, because he wants to stay in like the different gen pools. So I think he has one in Gen 1, Gen 2, and then Gen 3. Yeah, okay. Now that makes sense. Pav, I wanted to see YSS for NXW. I'm not sure if in WB migration quality. Yeah, we'll see. Burnt these nuts. What's up, man? MFD and NXW might be the most coward alliances ever for dodging top kingdoms like Plazasi's. Okay, interesting. Well, I guess it just depends if they had an opportunity to do so or not, and or even if they wanted to kind of stack that much. Nitty, Sanduda, what's up, man? What is up? Oh, just chilling. We're just chilling. I like that blue star you got there. See, Doom says, I think WB quality will be fine, but they definitely have to show it this season. This KvK will be one to heat up some popcorn and watch the fight. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Pavel says, I think NXW's powerhouse in G2. Midas WB never been a quality kingdom. That's why no one has ever taken them seriously. Lega likes easy matches. We'll see. We'll see. JBC WB versus Echo Season Doom. I have had a different, more positive experience with WB, I guess. Yeah. Tracks. CoD Kaiser, what's up, man? All right, let's go to the second. Let's do another one. So these are good at the moment. And so I can keep track of the ones we've already done. I'm trying to think how I want to do this. Will it let me do this or no? Oh, cool, it will. Awesome. So let me do this just because I want to keep track of the ones we've already done, even though I probably will, but just for my sanity. Okay, next we're going to plug SCL in because we already know. So now it's who is SCL going to face? Okay. So let's look at this. Right. Obviously, it can't be anyone above, so it can only be below. I don't think we're probably going to go more than 3 below based on how this looks, right? I think it's more likely it's going to be one of these 3 groups that'll probably go up against them. But let me see how this looks. So that's close. That's 1.07, right? 3.3% differential. Yeah, we're a little bit lower there. So higher here on there. 3 bill more kills the other way. 60 mil. Dead, so dead's kind of insignificant. More heals though on the 221 side. By what? What is that? 15, 17, 18 bill? 17 and a half? Pretty close in CH25. Very close in average power, but again, the 221 side a little bit lower. Very close, only a 5 diff here. And 10 mil. 20 though. Oh gosh, now it's getting greater. It's almost 100. It's like what, 88? This is more than double on 30, 2.5 on 40, almost 3 times on 50. 80 goes in that direction. Okay, 100 mil goes in this direction for 21. That's nice. But then now it's going back in the other direction. Okay, so maybe not 21 SW. Okay, let's look NXW. How does this look? How they would stack against SCL. Maybe this is a better one. So 2 bill diff. Okay, it's not that bad. Okay, this is nicer. 1847. So they're a little bit better on PvP activity. This is what, 8.6, so about 0.7%. So not bad. A little bit lower RMP rank kills, a little bit more. So this is what, 25 mil? More deads, 500 mil more deads. That's decent-ish. I mean, it's sizable for the numbers they're already at. A little bit better on heals, 11 bill, about 647.11. They got 98 mil here, so about what, 10 more mil? Sorry, 9 really. Average P. At Merit production last season, 390 to 421. So what, plus 31 on their favor. 240, this is getting closer though. Now it's only plus 4, and then plus 7 going the other way now for NXW. 69 plus 16, it's not too far off. Plus 11 at 50. So again, it's not too far off as well. 100 mil, 364, 291. So you're plus 73 going in. 205, 85 is a little bit closer. Oh, this isn't bad. 200 mil plus 10. 250, that's double. 300 mil, that's triple. Okay, let me see it. So far out of these two, I like SCL going up against NXW. I think that is a better matchup than the 221, even though you could make an argument that it slightly favors the NXW team. Let me see how the NTS group looks. So this blue is SCL. Let's see here. So this is what, 3 bill? That's a little bit lower. It almost feels like NTS should pair with 21SW, huh? Let me see. I mean, the deads are closer. This is nice. Kills a little bit more. Heals are very close. Talking about half a bill diff. But now average power is stronger here. 110 to 88. Okay. This actually might not be that bad. If some of these numbers down here are better. 325 to 4. No. 160, 72 to 30. 35. No. 22. Okay, so that still favors SCL a bit. How about 100 mil? 350, 291, not bad. 200, 54, 20. Yeah, that's double too. Man, that's rough. Because even though... You know what? Maybe I actually like the NTS matchup now versus SCL. Huh. But it's only if the NXW 21 matchup isn't god awful. Oh, it's kind of rough because it feels god awful. Huh. I mean, listen, man, maybe someone's gonna have to take an L. It's not. Yeah. Dude says, of course, with the way things are going with the Desbian, you should just match the top KvK with the bottom one, and that is likely the matchup. This guy, damn, bro, damn. Dude says, I'm so tired of dealing with these curveballs for them. It's exhausting. Yeah. Sneaky, yo, is that Mr. Sneaky? What's up, baby girl? We see you peeking. We see you peeking. Seamus, can you show BNR can 24/7? Yeah. We'll show that in a sec. SCF NXW is much better in my opinion. Okay. Pava, the problem is that 551 has few max deco players and other. I know. I wish I could see that too. It'd be cool if we could see that data. The Dream Gaming. Do you play? Oh, are you asking me or someone else? Dream. Picks 21SW versus NTS. Centura, bruh, my kingdom still has no team. My guy, man. Yeah. Oh yeah, Doom's right. Yeah, there's no statues, right? It's just Gilligan's Island. So Okay. So at the moment then, because I don't think, I mean, this isn't bad either, right? RFF actually isn't god awful either. It's just, yeah, like how far down are you going to go though, right? You're 17. I mean, I guess you could go a couple bill more down. Maybe you look at RFF and milk and you say to yourself, well, could one of these groups potentially pair SCL as well? Because if we pair SCL and NXW, which I think that could be fine, there are other options down below. So again, we shouldn't limit ourselves maybe that. So let's try that. Let's try SCL NXW and let's see how some of the other teams fare. I think that's okay. Because I think even though the NXW is a slight advantage, I think the numbers are a little bit closer. At least between the 21 SW team and the NTS team, I think the numbers are closer. Again, I'd have to see what it looks like for RFF. What am I? 25, 157. They had what? 1.22, I think. So they have 711. Okay. 421, 291, 25. 421, 291, 25. Okay, interesting. Okay, I actually, wow, the RFF matchup isn't bad. What's that, 96? Oh, okay. I mean, again, you know, they're 62 to 66 is about 4 build diff, but I mean, they're a little bit stronger in some other areas, but not by a massive amount. How does it look at 40-50? Was it 39-20? Okay. I mean, it is a little bit lower. Honestly, man, the RFF matchup isn't bad either. Wow. Let me see what the milk matchup would look like. 20, what did I say, 291, 20 or something? So, wow, yeah, so they're even better here too. Not at 10 mil though, because they're 421. 17.7, 1.22, and 88. Wow. Yeah, man, that's wild. You could actually argue RFF or milk against SCL as well. Interesting. I mean, very interesting, right? Because really all you're talking about power-wise is just extra troops at that point. I'm not heavy favoring that as much as I think some of the other metrics. I do think it should be. I just don't think it should be weighted as high. Yeah, wow. So I mean, if I'm taking, about 4 to 5 bill less power, I want to see a little bit better PvP activity percentage, and then I want to see maybe a little bit more, somewhere around somewhere in the merit numbers, and then at the 100 and 200 mil, I want to at least see maybe a little bit better. Doesn't have to be overwhelming, but I think a little bit better in some of those categories makes me think it looks a little bit better. But I really like the RFF matchup here. Let's see which one's better, right? Let's see what the differentials say. So I want to see, this is what we're going to test out. We have SCL there. Let's test and see how this looks. So and we can actually plug a couple of these in. Let's just do that. This actually might have been the better way to do it instead of doing it like this. So let's do this. So let's run this, and then I'm going to run 2 more below this. That's SCL versus RFF and milk. And then if you guys want to see any others, you let me know as well. So it's all groups, right? Yeah. So let's do that. That actually just might let us know a little bit better, I think. Okay. So here's matchup 1. Let me do this now. I want to see the next one. Oh, but it didn't. Hang on. Oh, it didn't do this. WBA, YSS, and then SCL. Okay. Oh yeah, sorry. I think NXW as well. Okay. So we got SCL. Okay, now let's do RFF because I want to see that. And let's run. Okay, and then we're gonna run NXW and Echo. If you guys like another matchup that I'm not thinking of, let me know. And then we'll run that one as well. And then this way, this will let us do a little bit better comparing. So we're gonna grab SCL one more time, and then this time we're gonna grab Echo. Or, sorry, Milk. Okay, so let's run the last one here. Okay, sweet. Oh my gosh, getting a little boomy there in viewers, probably thanks to Acrylis. Says drop a like to BN so he can keep going. That's right, man. Remember, drop that like, keep your boy on the mic. Appreciate you, thanks. Do it or I'll find you. Okay, so here we go. Let's look at some differentials now. Between what we have is the first matchup, which is SCL NXW. We have SCL versus RFF. And then we also have, oh, interesting. It doesn't keep the purple color when I change the color on this for Paragon. Okay. We might need to call in tech support Drewski whenever he finds some time. But that can be done later. That is not a big deal right now. So let's look at how this looks. First one, we got a 2.2 bill, 2.21 bill power differential. 4.4, okay, so a little bit better here on the NXW matchup. Oh, hang on. Let me just double check and make sure my face isn't hard in the way here. It is kind of hard. I mean, I'm still small, so it's all right. Only in body size. Okay. Merits. Let's do PvP activity. So, closer matchup here between them and NXW because the number's lower. We got kills 25 to 3.8, so this is closer. Deads, it's in the mills, so I'm not really factoring that too heavily. 10 bill diff, that's basically about the same. We got 9.13, so I mean 7.3. I mean those are close enough, and I'm not really going to put too much stock in either between the matchups. Then we look at 10 mil, right? So this is again how many people achieved that amount of merits for the upcoming or from last season or more. Right, so it's 31 differential to 40. It's pretty close, but it goes in favor the same way, right? It's still SCL. Then you get 4 in favor, 46 in favor, so it's a little steeper here. It actually switches the other way to NXW. So I mean, again, I like that a little bit more as well. And then we get to power, right? So this is total players that were at these power increments or higher. Now we see, remember, negative means it's down. Positive means it favors up or the top team. Negative means it favors the bottom team. Positive means it favors the top team. So in this case, all power differentials favor the NXW team here over SCL. Again, most of these numbers don't seem like they're too big with the exception of the 100, 125s, and the 150. So, I mean, it's 73 at 100 mil right here, and these are the totals in blue, right? This goes in favor of the NXW team compared to 53, so it's a little bit closer. That goes in favor of the RFF team. This is closer as well. The only big number here is at 100 mil. All the other ones look at this, from 150 to 300, they're all very close. That is, I think that's a positive. Yeah. But now that I'm looking at this, it's like PvP activities there. I mean, you do have some numbers down here as for strength numbers that I think go in favor. A lot of merit production numbers are higher. Yeah, I think part of it now, I guess part of me feels like maybe I'm still thinking. Part of me feels like there's a little bit more balance because it's like you have on one side, you're getting like better PvP engagement, but on the other side, it's a little bit more strength. Right, that you get on this side. A little bit more average power. Yeah, I mean, I will say it's iffy. Part of me feels like maybe I still like the NXW matchup, even if, yeah, I don't know, man. Like the RFF numbers don't look bad either. Okay, let me see real quick on this one. Let's look at the milk matchup. What would that look like? So PvP activity really good. 14.2 bill for kills. Dead's pretty non-existent at that point. We get 28 mil difference on average power. That's a decent. If we look at the other numbers here, we got only 2 that are in favor of SCL. Oh, let me go a little bit higher here. So this would be 62 at 10 mil to 18, but then now it's going in the other side. Same thing with power. Like power is in favor. So, I mean, but like these numbers are really close. I think if I'm looking at this and I see the numbers are somewhat close, part of me feels like I maybe still prefer the NXW matchup. So maybe we'll stick with that. Let's put that down now and let's see how like the rest of the matchups potentially play out. So let's do that. So we'll do this, okay. And then let's do SCL. We'll put them yellow and let's just have them going NXW. So now what we need to do is 21 SW. So this would be the next matchup we're going to look at. SCL, yep, okay. So now it's who would do well against 21 SW. Right. Actually, here, let's just do this. Let's just plug in like the next 3. Right. That's the cool thing we can do about the predictions. So let's do this. We'll do this. And we did NTS. Let's do RFF and then Echo. To be fair, we might actually have to go lower than that, but for now. for now, let's see. So we'll do this and then, or sorry, milk, excuse me. 60? Okay. All right, let's run this. So do all group matchups. Let's take a look and see how this looks. Abraham, what's up, man? Says do guns team. Zingwen, what's up, man? FSK hasn't had a team yet. Team. FSK is the best for 5 in the game. JBCD. Sima says FSK are probably auto match with DK. Yeah. Doom, yeah, I'm talking to DKR5 right now, advising him to just trying to get one of the 3 Bs that is left that he can work with and hope they are in zone 1 with him, and win or lose will all be fun. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. I just want to have fun. I'm going migrated to G3 soon. 7, what's up, man? AC and top. Okay. So these are the potential 21 SW matchups, right? So we got 2 group predictions down. These are the ones 21 SW. So you guys let me know, who do you think 21 SW might match up better against? Now we could always look at these ones as well. Maybe I'll just throw one more in just for shites and giggles. Right, so maybe we'll just do this. Let's let it run and then we'll look at these 4. Next 130. Oh, let me see. I think they messaged me. All right. Let's see. So first matchup here. You guys let me know, who do you think 21 SW should fight against? So let's start with the first matchup. So 21 SW here would be against NTS. Let's see how this looks. Power, decent. 1% PvP activity diff. That's not that bad. 16 bill on kills, in the millions for deads. That's great. Numbers are very close. We have about a 27 mil average power going the other way, which is in favor of NTS. So we got 91 more PvP activity on, or sorry, merits, more PvP players for higher merit gains on 21 SW. Once we get to 20 through 50, now it's going the other way, right? Because negative is going down, positive goes up for that team. So, I mean, but these are still pretty low. Plus 13, 24, 14, 12. I mean, these are not like massive numbers, right? They are light. Then we look at 100 mil. Very close. 350. This actually isn't bad. Oh, but dear Lord. Once we get to... Oh, gosh. Yeah, I mean, this is... I mean... That's a lot. I mean, keep in mind... I think when you see these numbers here and you see like at the higher power thresholds, that's what factors into this, right? Having the higher average. CH25 power, at least to a degree. And PvP activity does go slightly in favor of 21SW, right? There's about 2 billion more power on their side, having a little bit more troops, right? But they have more average power, which means like the average strength of the account hitting is going to be a little bit harder. So you have to factor that as well. I mean, I don't know, this matchup I don't think is god-awful, but I do think that it favors the NTS team. Let's look at the next one. So 3.35 bill, a little bit wider, 1.32%, but that goes in favor of the RFF team. Let me go down one here. Let me see. Kills, very close. Deads, very close in the mills. Yeah. 77. Okay, so this is closer on average power. 10 mil, what do we have here? 20, 30, 40, 50. So we got, I mean, these are decent, right? So 35 more players at 10 mil merits or more. Excuse me, goes in favor of 21SW. But then the next four go in favor of RFF. 100 mil, having 8 more. I mean, that number's very close. These are a little wider. But then at 250 and 300 mil. Oh, never mind. Yeah, I mean, it's smaller, but you're comparing 6 to 1 and 9 to 4 and the 21 to 8, 28 to 8, yeah. Yeah, I think I would feel better if some of like the PvP engagement numbers were a little bit closer. I mean, I don't think this is a bad matchup because you have about 3.5 billion more troops on the other side. And the average power count is I actually feel like the RFF matchup here versus 21SW is a little bit better than if they were to go up against NTS. Let's look at this one. Let's look at 21SW versus Milk, Echo 2.0. Or actually, we should say the old Echo. So almost 5 bill power diff, better PvP activity, 3.4%, right? That's a little bit larger. Kills, 10 bill, very small. Deads, pretty non-existent. We look at heals, 18 bill. I mean, it's small, right? It's not massive. Average power, that obviously goes in the other favor. Oh gosh, even these do. Okay, let's see. Let's go down a little bit more here. Ooh, I like this. I actually think this might be the better matchup, to be honest. I mean, look at this. You got, this is actually pretty decent, I think. So there's a 6.4 bill diff power that goes in favor of 21SW. There's 1.33% PvP in favor of CKB. The only problem is, I guess you also have to factor like decos and stuff too. I mean, like their strongest is 17.25. And you got like some 20, you got 25 and 21 bill kingdoms in here. I mean, obviously their median average beats out like 313 and 399, but I guess you have to consider that as well. Let's see, 51 bill kills, wow. Decent diff on deads. But only 8.5 mil for average power, and it actually goes in favor of the CKB team. And if you look at the numbers here, well, yeah, they're even at 250, even at 300, super close at 200. I mean, obviously 100, yeah, but you look at 125 on 150, it's 6 and 5. Like, these numbers are really close. Huh. I mean, this isn't bad. I mean, I actually really like this. And on top of that, look at CKB, right, having more fighters from 20 to 50 mil, right, that have achieved those merits from last season. I mean, this is either my first or my second matchup for 21SW. I like this. Yeah, like, I mean, I really like this. Like, this is probably my favorite one. Yeah, like I said, this is probably either my first or second. The other one, what did I say? Did I say the other one was RFF? I think. Yeah, I think I said the RFF one was better than the NTS one. So, Yeah. Again, maybe what I should do is just put 21SW with RFF, because it's probably generally more likely than them fighting CKB, even though I think the CKB numbers align better. Let's do that. Let's go with them facing RFF. I think that's a little bit more likely. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to copy, delete. We'll delete. We'll put that here. We're going to delete, 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 and then we're going to run it. Let's do that. Yeah, Doom says my prediction, NTS 21 and SCL and XW. Yeah. Whoa! Did I break something? Oh, hang on. Sorry, I forgot to do the placeholders. That's why. I think. I'm pretty sure that's what I remember Drew saying. Let me run this. There we go. Cool. We're good. Pick says, keep in mind, these Viet coalitions are very strong and rarely ever lose. Yeah, heroic. Yeah, you have 476 and 3-3 group yet? Yes, we have done those. Focus, what's up, man? Viet Civil War, Viet versus Viet Rip. Okay, so we got 3 group predictions down. So we can mark off 21SW and RFF. So RFF here. And 21SW here. Okay, so next team would be NTS. So now the question becomes, who's going to fight NTS? So let's do the same thing. We'll mock up a couple. Let's do Milk. And then what am I going to do? I'm going to grab you top. I got Milk, so whoever is below them, we'll take. So it's going to be 145, 225. And then who's below 225? 17. All right, so we'll take the next groups down. Let's see how this looks. Okay, let's run this, and we're going to see how these 3 to 4 mocks look like for who might face NTS. Yeah. Abraham, TFS Kingdom 40, yes. Heroic says, I just hope we don't get WAO. Oh, God. Yeah. Okay. Oh. No idea who that is. Okay. All right, let's check this out. Here we go. So, what do I have? Oh, oopsies, we did that one, right? I didn't. Where are they? Okay. So, NTS versus Milk. 3 build diff, not bad. 4.5%, that's favor of Milk. Deads, they're pretty close. It's not that far. Kills great, heals great. I mean, average power, that's pretty great, right? Because they're all pretty high there already. Let's look at 10 mil. So these go in favor. Basically, all these go in favor of Milk. I mean, the numbers are decent. These are actually all pretty close. I'm not too mad at these. At 100 mil plus, there's only a 5 differential that's in favor of NTS. 125 in favor, 150 in favor of NTS, and 250, 300. I'll be honest, man. I like this matchup. To me, I think this is the matchup. I think I'm done. Like, do I even need to look at the others? Really? Yeah, all in favor, pretty much, heavily. Yeah, I mean, that's a no. How does this look? Oh, this isn't god awful. 1.95, 13, 64 mil. Wow, these are really close here in merit numbers. This actually isn't bad. Wow, who's this? 25 IW? And then, wow, dude, they're break even at 100 mil. 200 mil, it's only 24 diff. And then 15.7. Wow. It's not bad. It's not bad. I mean, I still think this matchup is NTS favorite, of course. Yeah, it's like you're 6 bill stronger and you have more average power, and more players. It's like, yeah. I still think the Echo matchup is better. Okay. What does this look like? 6 bill, very close PvP activity, but this goes in favor of VD. Oh god. Yeah, okay. I think we're sold. I think it's NTS. I like the NTS versus other one. Versus Milk. I like this one. This one I like. So let's update. I think I'm sold on NTS Echo 2.0 / Milk. I like that. So we're gonna highlight. I like that. NTS. Nice. Look at that, dude. We're like even now. We got 4 group predictions already done. So next is gonna be what? CKB? So same thing, right? We'll do 25 here. And then this will be the second test, third test, fourth test. So we'll do ED. We'll do 110. Oops. Is that right? Yeah. Good. And then last one. 110, we'll do 266. Okay, let's run it. Yeah. Focus for a person that had a 10 bill difference group and won isn't that much. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I don't think, like, again, I think if you're going to around 10 bill power or more, I think that's when it starts getting a bit more impactful. Again, I don't think 6 bill, in my opinion, is necessarily that much. I think if you combine that with some of the other numbers and it's not going in favor in a certain way, I think that's where it becomes a little bit more weighted. Okay, so here's CKB. So here's the first matchup. This would be them going up against 25 IW in this potential. So we have 1.74, it's not bad. 0.46, that's great on PvP activity. Kills, pretty close, but I guess you could say maybe slightly favors 25 IW, but again, that's a very small variable there. Deads, I mean, it's decent, right? It is a small, but a small, decent amount. That's favor 25 IW. Average power, great. Number's pretty small. These numbers are not too big. 57, 15, 10, 20 mil merits, but then we get to 30 to 50. 15, 8, 13. I mean, the numbers aren't that big, but if you're looking at the difference, it's more than double here. Right? What's that, 25%? Give or take on an increase. So, I mean, it's you know, small but decent again. 64 more 100 mil players. That's in favor of 25 IW. At 200 mil, 19, but the numbers get smaller, 4 and 2. Right? But you're still talking 300% double. 19, that's basically triple. I mean, it's not awful. But let's see if someone may be a little bit closer, because the only metric that they're really winning out on here would be the PvP activity one that I think, you know, I mean, 1.74 bill. I mean, yeah, that's a little bit. That probably would be number 2, though, for me, at least based on what the CKB side. Let's look at how CKB versus ED looks. So still better PvP activity, 1.77 bill, right? So a little bit more, but it's 1.74, so it's not that big. Kills, 18 bill, 9.26 mil, very small. I like seeing the number a little bit smaller like that. 2.56 mil, right? So this is very small average power. Oh, actually, I think I like this matchup more. Huh. Oh, I do. I think this is the matchup. At least this is the best one so far. I mean, these numbers are pretty small, right? You got, I mean, yeah, again, the numbers do favor CKB a bit more here, but the numbers are smaller. Right, 100 mil, they got more 100 mil. If you look at 150 to 300 mil, the numbers are pretty small. But again, you're talking double 200 mil, four 250 mils above, and none for the other side. So I mean, again, that is something. But to be fair, I still feel like, yeah, I don't know. That's interesting, because part of me feels like 25 IW is decently favored here. But then I look at the ED matchup and I think to myself, I mean, obviously CKB is favored here. I would say they're favored a little bit less than 25 SW would be against them in the previous one. Let's look at the next one, right? We got two more matchups to look at. Maybe we'll find a better one. So here, CKB versus 110. So this is 2.3 bill now, 1.84% going in favor. Deads, pretty non-existent. 22 bill kills, 1.6 bill, right? Very small there for heals too. We got 13 mil average power. Okay, that's decent. And I like that, especially given the 2.3 bill power diff and then 1.84%, right? I like that this is going the other way. You got PvP activity going in favor of CKB. Only exception is at 30 mil, but the numbers are very small at 40, 50. More 10 mil merit players, 52, it's a decent size. I think I like the 110 matchup now better. Yeah, I think so far, I like the 110 matchup. I think the 110 matchup is the one to beat, to me. Yeah. Yeah. Let me look at let me look at how the RAC one looks. What does the RAC matchup look like? So this is 4.7 bill, 0.91, 1.2 kills, 100 mil, deads, 5 bill heals, nothing. 8.9, 9 mil going the other way. These aren't bad. So merits for the most part in favor of CKB. Power. This is better. This to me is actually better now. Because these are smaller numbers. Yeah, I think I like the RAC more now than this 110 one. Because the numbers are smaller here. And on top of which, on one side, CKB has a little bit more production, there's a little bit more power. However, on the RAC side, right, you got about 9 mil more average power going there. Got 100 mil more deads you're willing to incur on the RAC side. PvP activity percentage is all pretty close. I think I do. So I'm going to remove this. I think so far I like that. And someone also said the ED one. Yeah, I don't think we'll do this. So I think to me, it comes down to these two. I think it's either going to be CKB versus ED. Yeah. Let me see if I can put that at the top. So maybe we can do a little bit closer of a comparison. And then there's supposed to be kingdom numbers, right? Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Let's run the script. Zingwood says, don't forget what the devs did with Lion last season. Aha, nothing is impossible for these devs. Yeah. Focus what we have seen in matchmaking. Devs focus MP more than power. Most matches are under 1% difference. Yeah, again, that is true. If we're looking at the last two seasons, those numbers were a lot closer. Absolutely. I don't think that was the biggest one potentially, but I do think it was a big factor. Yeah. Doom says, when are you talking about how the devs matchmake it is? What do you mean? Oh, sorry, supposed to matchmake. How the devs are supposed to matchmake. What do you mean? We are making matchmaking predictions, not who will win predictions. Power is a big metrics they use for matchmaking. It's possible for sure. Yeah. Picks as higher power players and merits, also pretty big factor. Yeah. Yeah, and decos. I wish we could see that. It would be cool if you could just see like total players that have, like, even if it didn't name names, but you could just see total players on decos. Yeah. Nope, someone trying to call me? Yeah. Yeah. Let me think real quick. So we're looking CKB versus RAC, or it's CKB versus ED. What do we like? So we're closer PvP percentage is RAC. All right, it's almost double on ED. Kills 1.2, 18 is closer, dead's closer, 5. I mean, the numbers there are closer, of course. 4.7 more bill. Oh, sorry, let me do that. Okay, so Focus thinks the numbers for ED are better. Okay. Yeah. Ryuka, what's up? Not as TFS, another one. KvK playing both was enough for me. First time I felt close to burnout at all. Jeez. So we got 83-16, 10-20 mil merits, 40 in favor of CKB, but the 30 mil and 50 mil production in favor of RAC. 100 mil is only 13 diff, 200 mil 18 diff. You got 7 more 250s, 1 average power that's in favor of RAC. Yeah. I mean, again, I think this is pretty close. And then we look at the ED 1.5A, you got a 1.77. So that's the thing here about this one, right? The power is closer on this. But PvP percentage in favor of CKB. Kills are still pretty close. Dead's close. Heals are pretty close, non-existent. Average power, that's in favor of ED only by a little bit. You got better PvP and only a little bit better here. Yeah. Yeah, maybe the ED is just slightly. Maybe the ED is just ever so slightly a little bit better. Because I think I don't know. Part of me actually this is my reasoning. Hear me out. This is why I think now I am thinking I like the RAC matchup maybe a little bit more. Why is this? You got about 5 billion more troops on the CKB side in the RAC matchup. They got about 1% better PvP activity percentage, but they got 9 mil going the other way on AP, and they have a little bit better overall PvP engagement, but they don't have the higher average, stronger accounts. I think when I look at the ED side, what I see is that across the board, for the most part, CKB has advantages. Even though the average power is a little bit closer, they got better PvP production, but they also have better, they also have better higher accounts, right? So I don't know, it just doesn't necessarily feel like a balance there. It feels like you have a little bit, you have better PvP, you have better PvP merit production and goals hit, but you also have higher average strength of accounts. I just don't know if the one, and you also have a little bit better PvP activity percentage and a little bit more power. Part of me feels like I like the RAC one a little bit more because there's a little bit more of a gap. So it brings like the 4.73 a little bit closer. Again, that's going to be my reasoning for that. I think I like the RAC matchup against CKB better than I like the ED matchup. I'm going to stick with that for the reasoning I gave. Okay. Cool. So let's update, and then I'm going to fill that in on the other side as well for the teams page. So what do we say? We're CKB on teams. Cool. And then I said RAC, right? Yeah, I like this. So next one will be 225. Yeah. All right, fam, listen, I am at about 2.5 hours right now, and I'm gonna scroll up here so you guys can look at like the number one prediction we looked at. I'm probably gonna have to call it because I have to run. I might be able to stream later tonight, potentially have to reset once all the teams are officially announced, because we have basically 2 remaining teams, 1 team of 3, and then so there's 1, I think, B Kingdom, and then we have 2 A's and 2 other B's. So there's technically at the moment 2 A's and 3 B's when we last checked. So we'll see, of course, how that looks. I, at the moment, though, am gonna skedaddle. Of course, I will update. Let me update the teams page real quick. I think Drew said I can just copy paste it. So let me do that on the public sheet while I have you guys here. I think that's what he said I can do. Let me see here. Yeah, I very much. I think we can. Let me double check. Ayo, it worked. Okay, cool. So, team page is updated. We just need to switch. Ooh, I think this should be okay, right? I think this should be okay for me to switch this to teams. Awesome. Nothing broke. That's what we're talking about. And then group predictions. I don't know how that looks. Drew, can I effortlessly copy paste that over or no ski? I don't know. Let me try. Group predictions. Official. I don't know. Let me see here. Oh. I mean, I guess it kind of worked, but not formatted. I guess I could have just... What, duplicate here? Oh, let me do this. Sorry. Let's do this. Yeah, I bet you that's all I need to do. I mean, I think it worked. It looks like it worked for the most part. And then let me... Cool. Oh, can I shorten this? There we go. Awesome. So I think we're good. Let me... Oh, no, this is okay. Let's do this one. Hang on. Okay, there we go. Awesome. So I think we're good there on that front. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. Oopsies. I wanted to, so I could see the whole 777 thing, huh? Yeah, okay. So we're set. Cool. Looks like everything worked. So I just put that on the public sheet. Again, if you guys want to get access to the sheet, I'll actually just throw a link in the chat. Give me a sec here. Where did I put it? If you want to look at it, again, just hop on the Discord. You're more than welcome to. Let me grab a link real quick, though, just for people that are hanging out with us. So here's the link to that. There's also a pinned comment. Oh, actually, I thought I had a pinned comment. I'll throw that in now as well. So if you guys want to join the Discord, you can also get access to the sheet there. Also, other historical KvK sheets that we have. I'll pin that. But you guys are more than welcome to check that sheet out. You can share it with whoever you want. It's updated right now as of the end of the stream. And I will probably do a video on the official teams that have been announced, kind of give my thoughts on them, do a little bit more of a deep dive on each of the teams. And then we'll also do another video on matchup predictions once I finish going through the rest of the matchups, whether I do that offline or off stream or on stream. But as always, man, listen, thank you guys so much again for hanging out with me. I know this was a little bit more of an impromptu stream today, but the fact that we still got, you know, over 100 people coming to hang out with us, I mean, hey, listen, it means a lot. And the fact that people just enjoy coming out, hanging out, vibing, being able to enjoy and hopefully being interested in looking at some of the data and the numbers that we show off just as much as I am, is for me at least always a blessing. So I really appreciate you guys hanging out. As always, man, whether it is morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are, we will catch you in the next one. And if I do have an opportunity to stream later, we'll finish doing other group predictions for the remaining. Otherwise, I'll either try and do that next time I stream, or I might just have to do that off stream, and then I'll upload it in a video for the remaining as I stated. That's it for me. I got to get going. I will catch you guys later. Take care. Have a good one.